Hello there, my beautiful friend. Thanks so much for joining me today. This is going to be a beautiful flow that could be done every day, and it's going to be all about mindfulness. Mary Oliver has a wonderful quote that I think is great to bring awareness to the present moment, being mindful of the moment. So she says, "What is it you plan to do with this one wild and precious life?" So I challenge you today, while we're moving on the mat, to think about this. What are you doing with this one wild and precious life that you've been gifted? We're going to start this practice in a seated position. If you want to grab a block, please do so. It may be helpful a few times during this practice. But we are just going to come and meet in a comfy seat, whatever that seat looks like for you. Go ahead and meet me there. Once you get here, we're just going to bring the palms face up onto our knees. Take a big roll through the shoulders here. And maybe close down the eyes if that feels good for you right here. Just becoming aware of the present moment, noticing how you feel. What does the air around you feel like? What does the space under you feel like? What are the sounds that you hear? Just allowing a moment to take in our surroundings, relishing in the present moment, aka the now. If you like to read, Eckhart Tolle has a beautiful book called The Power of Now. In his book, he talks a lot about the now, and he says that if you go out to a tree, and if the tree were to talk to you, and you ask the tree what time it is, he says a lot, but basically he says, well, what other time would it be than right now? And if we could all just take even a percentage of that mindset into our daily lives, we could only imagine what this world would be like if people were more happy in the present moment, more willing to be firmly rooted in the present moment. Go ahead and butterfly those eyelids open here. We're going to do just some simple neck stretches. So we're going to keep the spine nice and straight. We're going to poke the head forward and then pull the head back. Beautiful way to do some neck stretches. Let's just do a few of these. Back and forth, trying to keep the spine as straight and long as possible. Noticing what parts of your neck are tight. Beautiful. Right ear, right shoulder. Let's take some half neck circles here. And go ahead and bring that neck down. Interlace the hands behind the head. Maybe add a little bit of slight pressure here, keeping the spine lifted and long. Still breathing. Beautiful. Slowly we release. Go ahead and bring that head up. We're just going to take some pranayama, alternate nostril breathing. So these two peace fingers come to our forehead. Thumb on the right nose, and these two fingers will come on the left when I tell you. So let's go ahead. Block off the right. Inhale through the left. Block off the left. Hold while we open the right, and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Switch fingers. And we exhale. And we inhale. Switch. Exhale. Inhale. Switch. Exhale. Inhale. Switch. Exhale. Inhale. Switch. Exhale. Go ahead and release the hand to the knee. Take a few normal rounds of breath here. And you can butterfly those eyelids back open. And we're going to come over into an all fours position. So go ahead, stack those hips over our knees, shoulders over wrists. And we're just going to take some wrist warm-ups here. So spreading through the fingers, really gripping through the mat. Let's rock forwards and backwards. A little side to side. Point the fingers to the outside edges of the mat and then take those side to side rocks here. And then forwards and backwards. If it feels good, you can point those fingertips towards you and tuck the toes and send the hips towards the feet to stretch through our forearms here. Beautiful. Go ahead and sit back on those tucked toes and take some wrist rolls. We love warming up a wrist. We love the mobility in the wrist and the ankles and the feet because they are wonders for us. We write, we walk, we do all of our stuff with our wrists and our feet, so we want to keep them just as strong as everything else. Very nice. We're going to go ahead and walk the hands forward. And we're going to tuck the feet here, coming in through a plank. And we're going to hop, step, or jump to the top of the mat. However feels good for you to get there. Once you get there, we're going to take a half lift, lengthen through that spine. And exhale, we fold. We'll ragdoll here for just a second. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, we fold. Inhale, we'll peel all the way up to standing. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Slicing through the sky, coming back down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we'll root all the way up. Hands go all the way up overhead. And exhale down through heart center. Big smiles on faces. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we fold. Beautiful. Plant the hands, step that left foot back. Heel toe that right foot to the outside edge, lower down that back knee. Coming in for lizard here. Maybe rolling to the outer edge of that right foot and bringing that right hand to that right thigh. Breathing here, noticing how this pose makes you feel. Can you enjoy this present moment? Of course you can. You are in control of the thoughts and the feelings. At least that's what we're working on gaining the control over. Beautiful. Hands come back to the mat. Tuck those feet and then heel toe this foot into the center line. Lower down that back knee and then come into our half splits here. Beautiful. Squaring off those hips, digging that right heel into the mat. And let's come into our low lunge. Push forward. And then hands back to the mat, pushing back, half splits. Beautiful. Let's do that one more time. Roll forward lunge. Push the hips forward here. And then push it back, half splits. Very nice. Roll forward. Tuck that back toe. Big step up to the top of the mat. Standing forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we'll root to rise, peeling ourselves all the way up to standing. Go ahead and inhale those arms up. Exhale, heart center. Beautiful. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, we slice through the sky. Half lift. Exhale, we plant the hands, and we're going to step this right foot back. Heel toe this left foot to the outside edge. Lower down that right knee. Coming in for lizard. Maybe bringing this left hand to this left thigh. Roll into the outer edge of that left foot, only if it feels good for you. And breathing here. That's what we're here to do, right? Do less, have more. We're here to breathe. We're not worried about what this looks like. We're semi-worried about what this feels like. We don't want shooting, sharp, or stabbing pains. We want it to feel good to the body. One more round of breath here. And then we'll heel toe this foot in. And we'll push back half splits. Breathing, digging that left heel in, squaring off the hips. Coming back low lunge, pushing the hips forward. Hands come back to the mat, half splits. Beautiful, roll forward one more time, pushing those hips forward. And one more time with these half splits. Digging that left heel down will definitely deepen the stretch. And go ahead and peel back forward. We're going to plant the hands, tuck those back toes, and send this foot back, plank. And then we're going to send the hips up and back, coming in through a down dog. Go ahead and take a couple pedals or take your dog on a short little walk here. Pushing hard through both of the shoulders. Maybe pivoting the heels over towards the right, getting that left side body stretch. And then pivoting them over to the left to get the right side. Beautiful. Inhale back to center, down dog. We're going to hop our feet to the outside edges of the mat, coming in for our yogi squat. If you want to block under your hips, please do be my guest. Or you can roll the mat up and have it under your heels, hands at heart center, or you can have them on the mat. We're going to do some lion's breath here. We have done this so much on the channel. It's one of my favorite pranayamas to let go of whatever is not serving us. This is a beautiful inhale. And then the exhale, the tongue tries to touch the chin, and the eyes both try to look at the third eye. Okay? No one's watching you. Let's have some fun. Big inhale here, and exhale. Inhale. One more time. Inhale. Very, very nice. Go ahead and bring the hands to the mat. Let's send the hips up, heel toe the feet in, forward, fold. Beautiful. Half lift. Lengthen through that spine. And exhale, we fold. Go ahead and plant the hands. And let's step the feet back. Let's lower down the knees and then the chest and the chin. We're going to pause for just a second, feeling into this back. And exhale, we come through into our cobra. Breathing. And let's all push back, child's pose, palms face up. Trying to relish in our present moment here. Acknowledging how we feel. And being present with the feelings and the breath. And whenever you feel good, we're going to go ahead and peel ourselves up here. And let's take a big old arms into a T here. And we're going to exhale, right wraps around top. Big hug here. Inhale, open up. And exhale, this time the left comes on top. Big hug here. Love yourself. Speak some kind, loving words here. Inhale the arms back open. Beautiful. You can bring them beside of you. You can bring your hands at heart center. Thank you so much for sharing your time and space with me here. I really hope that you receive all the benefits of this practice, and may all beings be happy and free, including you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I promise you that if you take more time to enjoy the present moment, you will find more curiosity and playfulness in your everyday life. Remember, enjoy the now. I challenge you. Living meaningfully doesn't mean that you're constantly doing. Let's sit back and enjoy the work that we've done, and let's sit back and think about what we are doing with this one wild, precious life we have. Have a great rest of your day.